everybody, it's Tara with Healing Adventures. If you saw my last video, you know I'm about to do a 12-week dive deep into my finances and get raw and truthful. So you're going to want to watch this entire video because I'm about to share some dirt that I don't really feel comfortable about. So keep watching. Hey everybody, it's Tara with Healing Adventures, where we inspire, motivate, and activate your truth, your passion, and your mission on this planet. I shared a video last week about a very sad thing that occurred in a community that I'm a part of. And that community is called Financial Ninjas, and you can find them at financialninjas.com. It's a community that I'm a part of with my dear friend and financial advisor. And the whole mission of this community is no judgment, no guilt, and everyone wins. The community lost somebody very special and dear to them. A very young man committed suicide over finances. Michael Santanato, who is the person, actually the creator of this community, took on really going after building this community as a result of this situation. Maybe, I guess we could look at it as unfortunate situations lead to catapulting us into things that we were afraid of doing. And so that's what we're doing. As a result of this situation and this tragic time, I wanted to use it as an opportunity to transform my own life in the area of finances, because I have experienced what this gentleman has experienced. I just didn't follow through with it. And as a commitment to not only transforming my life, I was hoping that if I put myself out here like this, it could transform the lives of others. So this week, what I'm talking about is my what's so and my truth around my finances. And I will tell you truthfully, I want to vomit in this moment. And as I've been processing this last week, my what's so and my truth, it's been very difficult to look at and admit. So you're just going to see all of it, and you're going to watch me process it on this video. So this is week 1 of 12 weeks. And I also got some unfortunate news this week, which I'll probably share in the next video. So keep watching. But when I look at this area in my life, and some of you may be able to relate to this, and many of you may be really good with your finances. I personally did not grow up with the best money mentors, so I've had to learn about finances on my own. And typically when you learn about things on your own, that means you fall down a lot, and I have fallen down a lot. So for me, money has always been this place that I'm getting to. There's been a lot of lack conversations that I grew up with. When I was little, I heard a lot of money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford this, rich people are snobby, rich people have it easy. So I grew up with a lot of disempowering conversations around money. These conversations were endless and continual in my childhood. As a result, I grew up thinking, money is a bad thing. If you have too much of it, then people aren't going to like you. I also grew up with a pattern of really thinking that I'm always going to be poor. I'm always going to have to struggle and survive. I watched, my mother work 3 jobs to raise me and take care of me. I always saw my grandparents working hard for the things that they had. I had it that money is hard to get. It's hard to hold on to. It's hard to receive. As a result of these types of patterns and conversations that I grew up inside of, and I do not want to take it down this road, but I'm just going to get truthful. Black people are always poor. Black people live on the wrong side of the tracks. Black people will never have an opportunity to have what white people have. These conversations were deeply ingrained in my little psyche. And although I wasn't out there living like, oh, this is truth, it's all the stuff that's running in the background. So as a result, as I was growing up, I was always looking for the get rich quick scheme. the various jobs or the various things that I would be attracted to are things that were, this will make me money fast and then I'll be rich and then people will like me. If I make a lot of money or if I do these things, then I will have some form of status in the world. We put so much emphasis on what money means as a status, how people will receive us if we have money. As a result of that type of programming and that kind of drive or I should say context that I was living from, those types of conversations can really drive the experience of one's experience of money. Have I been a victim around money? Absolutely, I've been a victim around money. Have I had a lot of money? I absolutely have had a lot of money. Have I had some great investment wins with real estate? Yes. I lost my home. I've actually owned 3 homes. Now 4 homes, actually. I've owned 4 homes in my lifetime. And my initial home that I purchased, it took me losing the 3rd home to realize the whole idea that I wanted to be a homeowner was so that people would not see me as a stupid black girl who couldn't make it in life. When I really got that my whole drive and desire to have these types of things in life was so that people would accept me, that's when everything began to crumble. I literally lost every ounce of my material kingdom at that time. I went through foreclosure. I did the whole short sale process in 2006. It didn't go well, and I ended up foreclosing on my home a year later. And that was a very difficult time for me. I had so much attached to my worth with that home that I literally contemplated taking my own life a number of times during that process. I stood on the top of the Santa Fe building on 6th and Flower, which is a loft that I was living in while my house was going through the foreclosure process, and I would literally stand on the top of that rooftop looking down, only realizing that it's only 6 floors. That's not enough. If it's 6 floors and if I do this, I'm not going to die, because I wanted to die. I was so afraid of what people would think because I lost everything. I really believed that losing that house meant that I was nothing, absolutely nothing. So that's just a little bit of what I'm going to share in this video, because I want to get to the what so, and then next week I'll share with you about what's happening. The what so is, I typically pretend it's all okay. I'm a single mom. I have a full-time job. I'm also a hypnotherapist, as many of you know. I have a practice on the side. I do this YouTube channel because it's a passion of mine to share and speak to others. I have a dog, I have a cat, I have a house, I have a mortgage, I have all these things. And I have to keep it all together. Not only for myself, but for my son and for everybody around me. So typically what I do is keep it all together. I pretend everything is okay. If I keep moving, it will just get better. But what I don't do is I don't look at all the facts. I don't look at all the facts of my financial situation, and I feel like I'm missing a piece here, but I'm just going to tell you, my finances still suck. I still have bad money habits. A year ago, actually last January, I was laid off from my job. I took on, rather than looking for a new job, opening up my hypnosis practice. I can't say that it failed, but what I didn't do is I didn't do everything I know to do to continue existing fiscally inside of the money that was coming in. I was unwilling to look at the numbers, and that is still something I struggle with today. I'm unwilling to look at the numbers. I'm unwilling to see how much is actually coming in versus how much is going out. I'm unwilling to stick to a budget. I have it that a budget is constraining. I have it that a budget is boring. I have it that a budget is stupid, when I know that the key to success with money, one of them, is a budget. So I'm unwilling to look at all of this. The impact on me as a result of not looking at these things is I suffer deeply within my body. There's a block that occurs, there's a sadness, there's a shame, there's guilt, and I find that I get very agitated. I take things out on my son that he has no idea or understands where it comes from. Because the flip side of that is I try to provide him everything that he needs without him knowing what's really going on. And hell, he's 8. Why should he know what's really going on? I should never have to worry him about that. But all of this stuff comes up for me, and I just stuff it down. And I have it that if I just keep going, if I just keep working hard, the universe will provide and it will all get fixed. I'm so unwilling to look at the truth of the numbers. And so one of the things I took on this year is getting somebody to support me in this area. So I have a financial advisor and friend who is a part of a community that I'm a part of, but I'm also now a part of his community. And I have hired him to help me really look at all of these things that I'm so afraid to look at. I've also handed him a very small chunk of money that I came into through my taxes because I have nothing in savings. You're going to learn all about the numbers. I'm going to share all of my numbers next week with you of what I have, what's coming in, what's not coming in, what I've done, and it's embarrassing. I have felt so much shame around this area. But the truth is I have to get truthful with you and myself so that I can transform it. The impact on me is the deep level of sadness and shame that I have, and how that affects those around me who know me well and who see me struggle continually is their sadness and their frustration as they watch me through this process. And so many people who want to contribute and help me in ways, and there's a block. I have this wall, like, I got it. I don't need your help. I can do this on my own. But I'm here to say that I can't do it on my own. I don't know how to do it on my own. I don't want to do it on my own anymore. And I'm open to surrendering to this process. And it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be a little ugly and daunting. And every week I'm probably going to feel like I want to vomit and slit my wrists. So the truth about all this is I could go on for hours about my freaking finances and the what so and the what I didn't do, and I can sit here and rattle on, but I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want this to be too long. But I really want you to get my what so right now. And my what so is I'm unwilling to look at the numbers, and I'm unwilling to do I have been unwilling to do the uncomfortable things that I know would really transform this area for my life. What I'm committed to is that I master my financial situation. What I'm also committed to is that my finances mean nothing in terms of my worth and who I am to the world and to myself. That I completely disconnect that cord, because money does not dictate who I am in this world. At least it shouldn't. And I know that we've put a lot of emphasis on that in this culture. We really emphasize that money means something about who you are. Money is energy. It is a tool. It is a tool to receive all the things that you deserve, all the things that you require, all the things that you need. And that is it. That is it. And it's my commitment to really get that for myself, because there is still some level about money that's attached to my worth. And so that's one of my commitments. I'm also committed that I make ridiculous amounts of money through investments, whether that be real estate, whether that be cryptocurrency, whether that still be within our stock market today. I am very excited to learn those games, and those will be things that I'll be talking about along the way. And next week I'm going to share all of the dirty details of the numbers, so I invite you to tune in. If you like what you're hearing, if this all resonates for you, or you have friends that this may resonate for and they want to follow me on this journey, and I promise you it's going to get uncomfortable for me, but if you like what you see and you hear, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, ring that bell, hit the like, share it with your friends, and just join me on this 12-week journey. The next 11 weeks, I'm going to keep digging deeper and deeper, but next week I'll be sharing with you all of the dirty details of the numbers, the budget, what's coming in, what's not coming in, how I'm spending. That's going to be really embarrassing, is to share with you how I'm spending. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Jefferson Carroll being my amazing photographer, shooting all of this for me. You can find him at jeffersoncarrollphotography.com. And also be sure to check out the links below, financialninjas.com. Check out the website. If you resonate with this journey that we're all on, please join us. Join us in this movement of transforming how we see money and how money is attached to worth, because it should not be attached at all. Thank you so much. See y'all later. Bye.